Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another fantastic week with Cash App Trivia. I am your host, Austin Show, supported by the wonderful, the gorgeous, the fantastic Caroline Kwan. How are you, Caroline?
Stop it. Go on. What were you saying?
The best, the greatest.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
The most beautiful
Yes. Oh my.
host on the planet, Caroline Kwan.
Oh my, Austin, how are you feeling?
You know, I'm feeling great. I just survived tonsillitis.
This is why you should not have left the bunker. You went to Florida, you left the bunker, and the world tried to kill you.
The last 2 times I went to Florida, I got COVID and tonsillitis.
You know, you got to stay in the bunker. God dang it.
Yeah, I really should have stayed in the bunker, but I escaped the bunker. There are consequences for leaving your house, folks.
There are.
Don't think I would have caught it had I not. So, anyways, great to see you all, though. Great to see you, Caroline. I'm here. Thank you all for adapting to our brief schedule change. That's why we did Cash App Trivia today, is because I was in bed, in the fetal position, recovering from tonsillitis.
Well, I'm glad you're back, and you seem to be better. You're glowing.
Am I?
Yeah. What's the
Really?
routine? Is that the routine? Get tonsillitis?
No, it's I've got a really good serum.
Good serum.
Yep, got a great serum, and moisturizer is very key, and sunscreen. Sunscreen is very key as well.
What SPF are you using?
50.
50. Good.
SPF
Nothing less.
50.
Yeah.
Yep, SPF 50. Nothing less. Very important to moisturize and sunscreen your face. But nobody cares about that today, Caroline. Everybody cares about winning money on Cash App Trivia, and we're giving away $10,000 to 500 lucky winners. Isn't that right?
500. Yeah, that's a heck of a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Let me tell you, what would I do with that amount of money? If I won it today on Cash App Trivia, I'd probably go down to my local sandwich shop and buy myself a nice big old sandwich.
Yeah, or maybe get some SPF 70.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe upgrade it by 20 SPFs.
20 SPF.
That's right. So Caroline, if
yes.
you were sitting at your computer or on your tablet or smartphone or whatever you use to play Cash App Trivia, how would you play?
How would you play Cash App Trivia? That's a great question. Well, first and foremost, you have to be logged into Twitch. Okay. If you are on mobile, so if you're using your phone, make sure that you are logged into the Twitch mobile app. Otherwise, it won't work if you're playing trivia. If you are watching along in a mobile browser, it ain't gonna work. So you have to be logged into the app.
Very true.
Make sure you're logged into Twitch, and make sure that you have that you are using the extension. So the extension will pop up, and that is where you need to answer the questions. Whether you are on your computer, on your desktop, or you are on mobile, make sure you are answering in the extension, or else it won't work.
Very true. It's very true. Very important to do so, because we wouldn't want you to be playing the game, doing all the hard work, and not be able to earn any points. Now, let me tell you something. The beauty of Cash App Trivia, there's so many different ways to win money.
Tell us about them.
One of the ways, Caroline, is where you could play the game. Another way is you could participate on Twitter and earn yourself some Austin and Caroline points. Now, you
Excuse
must
me,
be
Austin.
wondering.
It's called X. Okay.
Oh!
It's called
me.
X.
Well, that's stupid.
Correct.
So I keep calling it Twitter. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Twitter, the platform that we tweet on. All right? Not the dumb new app that we zeet on or whatever. Oh, I almost said
I
the
love
F word.
I love zeeting or sheeting or whatever,
Yeah.
however you
Yes.
pronounce the X.
Right. But look, we give away Austin and Caroline points on that platform, X or Twitter, right?
Yes.
How do we do it? Well, we usually propose a question and you tweet at us your answer, include your cash tag, and we give you Austin and Caroline points. Now, obviously,
I have a question for today, actually.
What's
I
that?
thought of one. So, Austin, you and I love karaoke.
We do.
You and I love to sing some old,
My
old 50s.
way.
Okay, all right, there he goes. You are known for your Frank Sinatra karaoke.
I am.
Anyway, my question is, and we'll explain how, I'll let you continue explaining the Austin Caroline points, but what is your go-to karaoke song? And if you've never done karaoke, what would your karaoke song be?
That's right. So hashtag Cash App Trivia, tag at Austin on Twitter, and tag at Caroline Kwan. Use hashtag Cash App Trivia and include your cash tag, and we will potentially give you Austin and Caroline points. Now, I said one of my favorite, I just sang My Way by Frank Sinatra.
You did.
But my favorite karaoke song is Fly Me to the Moon.
Another Frank Sinatra.
That's right.
That is right in your wheelhouse.
Absolute. What about you, Caroline?
I am Valerie by Amy Winehouse. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
Wow, what can't
That's my
you do?
song. Oh, thank you very much.
What can't you do? I mean,
That's my
what,
go-to.
You know, I mean,
could never
you
be-
literally,
Ah.
I saw you do it at the karaoke bar. The karaoke
Yes.
bar never been the same since you were there.
In fact, they went out of business, I think.
Yeah.
After I left, they said we got to shut down.
Well, you could call
You
it
and I
that.
did. You and I did our duet, and they said this is it. We can't ever expect to surpass that.
Either that or it burned down in a tragic kitchen fire. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's not the fun version.
Yeah, it's not the fun version, but
Yeah.
neither here nor there, Caroline. They are out of business, and it's never been the same since you were there. So, and it doesn't even exist anymore. So, but look, fantastic, and we love duetting Frank Sinatra together. But you know, I'm curious what those folks on Twitter are saying. I'm gonna open it up and type in hashtag Cash App Trivia and see what's going on. And
I will do the
see.
same. Also, I know that there are a lot of people in chat who are eager to get going, but we always do this in the beginning of our episodes to give people a chance to get in here to answer the question for Austin and Caroline points. So patience is a virtue, folks.
You belong with me, says Shorty.
Okay, let's see.
That's good. Trap
I will
Queen.
always love you. Ooh, Trap Queen. It's a great one.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Sweet Caroline. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there. Kimberly.
Whitney Houston, that's a tough one to sing. Wanna Be
Yeah,
by
I'm-
Spice Girls. Billy Joel. Interesting.
Zombie. That's a great one. Zombie.
You've sang that one, haven't you?
I have sang that one before.
Or is that a Will
that's
Neff
a crowd
special?
pleaser. No. That's mine. That's a crowd pleaser.
That's you? Okay.
My heart will go on. God, these are some tough songs to sing. People who whose go-to song is Celine Dion or Whitney Houston, they got some kahunas.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, I only go up on
Big
stage
time.
with something that has very limited range.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra's all I can do.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, we've only got 5,100 of you signed up, and there's 6,600 people watching. That means that 1,400 of you really just like to hear Caroline and I speak. All right? And I doubt
sing.
that seriously. Okay? I doubt that seriously, so please do us all a favor and sign up. Okay?
Yeah, we're giving you a little. Like I said, we give you a little time here to get your bearings, to get all signed in. So make sure you do that now before we start.
All right? Watching Cash App Trivia for Caroline and Austin is like watching you know what for the acting. All right? Nobody watches Cash App Trivia for the talking. You watch it to win some money. All right?
That's right, brother.
All right, let's get going. Sign up. Let everybody know. Sign up.
We're gonna give a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning to go. Caroline, I'm so excited to play this week. And let me tell you something, Caroline.
Yes.
You know what? After this season is over, I'm going to take you on a vacation.
Oh! I have been waiting to hear these words. Where are we going?
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh. Yes.
All expenses paid trip
Oh,
to Lincoln,
boy.
Nebraska. Oh, yeah, just the two of us.
Just the two of us in Lincoln, Nebraska.
That's right.
The opportunities are endless.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
right.
I had really been thinking like a on like a sexy beach somewhere, but Lincoln, Nebraska is something that I didn't think of, but now I realize that's an ideal vacation.
One of the iconic restaurants that I would love to take you is the Applebee's on 5th Street in Lincoln, Nebraska.
God.
And every Thursday night, they do unlimited chicken wonton tacos.
Okay.
And I need you to see this. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, I didn't have that on my bucket list, but let's go.
And wash it down with an Arnold Palmer.
Yum.
Delicious.
Love it.
And if you're feeling a little peckish, how about Applebee's signature Oreo milkshake?
You are really familiar with the Applebee's menu.
Oh, yeah. In college, I used to skip parties and sit at Applebee's alone.
Was that your place? Yeah, it was Austin Bees.
Yeah, I used to sit alone at Applebee's.
Contemplating life.
Contemplating life. All right. Okay. I think we're good to start. There's about 800 of you that haven't signed up, but that's okay. You can sign up and while we're playing, and you can still earn points. All right. Here we go. Let's start. All right,
Let's get it
Caroline.
going.
Question number 1.
All right.
What is the name of the world's tallest mountain? In parentheses, highest altitude above sea level. Is it Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Denali, Mount Everest, or K2?
I was recently invited, Austin, to climb one of these mountains. Someone invited me on a mountain climbing trip, and I declined.
Yeah, of course you did.
Shockingly. They said it only takes 8 days. And
Yeah.
I said...
It only takes 8 days?
I was like, you know what? I'd be in if it took 10.
I wouldn't even
8
go on an
days,
8-day camping
it's
trip.
nothing. Yeah, so I said no. I said no to that. And
Of course you did.
is our time up? Can I reveal?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so I was invited to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, that is not the tallest mountain in the world. Mount Everest is the answer to question number 1, but I was recently invited on a Mount Kilimanjaro climbing trip.
Oh, for my dead body, would I go on a Mount Kilimanjaro climbing trip?
Yeah, you have to carry all your crap on your back.
Oh,
8
that
days.
sounds miserable.
You know what? I'd rather go to the Applebee's in Lincoln, Nebraska with you.
Well, thank you, Carol.
Also, just remember, guys, you can sign up during the game, okay?
Absolutely.
So if you've been a little distracted, you can still sign up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Question number 2.
Here we go. Read it.
There we go. Pickles start out as which vegetable/fruit? Answer choices: they're always pickles. Cucumber, eggplant, or jalapeno?
I love me a jalapeno.
Yes?
I don't know where I was going with that.
I love me a jalapeno.
I do love me a jalapeno. Specifically jalapeno poppers. Delicious.
You know, I gotta say, I've never been able to get on board with them. People always order them when we go to places like sushi restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
No. But I eat, but
Nothing
like,
like
it's
a Japanese delicacy, the jalapeno popper.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, the jalapeno poppers are the stuffed ones, right?
Yes, not at a sushi
that's-
restaurant, right?
Wait, what's the thing at the sushi restaurant? It's also a jalapeno something or other. I don't know. They put like they like I don't know.
Well, look.
I don't know.
Pickles start out as cucumbers. That's the correct answer. A lot of you knew that. 94% of you very familiar with cucumbers. Moving on, question number 3. What is the name of the world's longest river? Is it the Nile, the Amazon, the Mississippi, or the Yellow?
Is that last one a river? Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
I remember growing up in the Midwest with the Mississippi. This is how we would remember how to spell it. Mississippi. I don't know why, but that rhythm just made it stick in our heads.
Yes, I know exactly. That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you didn't have to live near the river for that to hit like that.
well.
That's how I learned how to spell it too.
I feel like living
Mississippi.
Living near the river, though, you needed to make sure you knew how to spell your own.
So, am I allowed to curse on this broadcast?
I know. I can't remember.
Am I allowed to curse? Nothing bad. It's just like, maybe a little bit of cursing because I was trying to tell a story without cursing. You can curse within reason. Okay, got it.
Did it have to do with the cucumber?
No. Well, no. It was the pronunciation. Well, let's get to the end of this question.
Okay.
The correct answer is the Nile River. The longest river is the Nile River. It's the longest in the entire world. What I was saying is in the vein of spelling, pronouncing, my older siblings told me that Massachusetts was pronounced Massachusetts. And I could not say it any other way. So in school, when we were learning about states, all I could say was Massachusetts. And it wasn't until this year that you learned you were wrong. I got in big trouble. I was right in the principal's office because I couldn't figure out how to say anything else.
Poor little baby Austin getting detention because
yes,
he couldn't pronounce a word.
Yep, I could not pronounce a word. Question number 4. Who is this?
Who is this?
Is it Tom Cruise, Pedro Pascal, Oberyn Martell, or Robert Pattinson?
I'll tell you who that is. That's my daddy.
Oh, really? Like your actual father or other father?
Or my other father.
Oh, your romantic father.
My zaddy.
Oh,
as we say.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Gotcha. I understand. I get what you're saying now.
And that would be Pedro Pascal. My God, my man is having a year. He is having a year.
Tell me a little bit about him.
Well, he recently starred in The Last of Us, which was the first video game I played before I got into streaming. That was what I played as an adult to get me back into gaming, and then I started streaming on Twitch. But he also played a bisexual sex pot on the show Game of Thrones. And I'm not going to say what happened to him.
You have to watch.
Spoilers. You'll just have to watch.
That's right. Question number 5. What is the capital of Australia? Is it Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, or Perth? I can never nail down an Australian accent.
Okay, let's try it. Okay, here's how I think you do it. Do a British accent, but sound drunk. Like slur it.
All right. All right.
Okay, let's say let's go down and get a drink. So British.
Let's go down and get a drink.
Sort of. Okay, so here's British.
Let's
go get a drink. Let's go get a drink. It's
all I can say is like no.
No. Shrimp on the bobby, mate. Shrimp on the bobby, mate. I used to do this whole the crocodile hunter bit when I was a child. And my parents would just tout me out in front of their adult friends and have me do this bit.
Of course. That's what parents do.
Of course, Anyway, the answer to question number 5, what is the capital of Australia? It is Canberra. It was founded on March 13th, 1913. Canberra is Australia's largest inland city and the 8th largest Australian city overall with a population of 395,000.
It's pretty good.
That was, there was a little Irish, there was a little British.
Yeah, we combine them all, right? They're all similar.
Your Australian was really something, though.
Thank you very much. Question number 6. What's the name of the trophy awarded to the winner of the Super Bowl? Is it the Larry O'Brien Trophy, the Vince Lombardi Trophy, the Stanley Cup, or the Golden Football?
The Golden
What
Football.
do they hoist up at the end of the Super Bowl? Is it the Larry O'Brien Trophy, the Vince Lombardi Trophy, the Stanley Cup, or the Golden Football?
I have held one of those trophies.
You held one of them.
I have held one of them.
Can you guys hear my cat?
I did just hear a...
Yeah, he decides to sit outside of my door and scream at the top of his lungs.
He's
No.
like me.
No one asked. Well, nobody has to ask, okay? I'm just telling you. That's my job, all right? No, you don't have to ask, is there happen to be a cat outside my door screaming at the top of their lungs?
3/4 of the things, actually 100%, I would say, nobody asked when it comes to the things that we say, but
That's right.
that's why we say them.
This is the epitome of who asked, all right?
Yeah.
In fact, that's what we're going to name this show Who Asked
Who
Trivia.
asked?
All right?
Answer, no one.
Yes. Correct
The
answer?
to yes, so that is the Lombardi Trophy, but I have held the Stanley Cup.
Wow.
I've held it. I was thinking about running away with it, but I didn't.
But
Yeah,
you didn't.
That's right.
But you didn't, and you're
I
here to
didn't.
show
I
for it.
drank out of the Stanley Cup as well, which was
Really?
probably really nasty.
Did they,
But I didn't even think about it. Did they
that's
clean
how,
it?
That's how I got tonsillitis.
Yeah, I probably got a whole host of things.
All right, question number 7. What country is the world's largest producer of coffee? Is it Indonesia, Vietnam, Colombia, or Brazil?
Brazil, Colombia,
Colombia.
Vietnam, Indonesia.
I actually I would have guessed what a lot of people are guessing on this one.
What's your go-to coffee? What's your coffee order?
Starbucks.
Oh my God. You like their coffee?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your go-to order at Starbucks? At least
grande,
does it have a lot of sugar?
A grande oat milk, brown sugar, shaken espresso
Okay.
with 2/3 decaf.
Okay. I have talked at length about the black coffee at Starbucks, and I'm not going to repeat my take on it, but I've got some feelings.
Well, keep them to yourself, Caroline, because I'm a huge fan. Brazil.
I should have known.
Brazil is the largest producer of coffee. They produce they produce a lot of coffee. Okay, I can't read that number. It's
A
very
lot of
big.
coffee. They produce 2.68 million metric tons of coffee on average every year.
That's right.
They also held on to the first place position at as the world's largest coffee producer for over 150 years. So, folks, Brazil knows how to make coffee.
Absolutely, they really do know how to make coffee.
do.
Now, let me tell you something, folks. We're on question 8. There's 15 questions. The more points you have, the higher chance you have to win. But if you don't have any points at all, you really can't win anything. But even if you have 1 point, theoretically you can win. Just the more points you have, the higher chance you have to win. We're giving away $10,000 to 500 people. Well, not
Yes,
excuse
and
me.
you can keep
We're
signing
giving,
up.
We're not giving away 10 grand to 500 people.
Fake news. No, that's
we're
not
giving
real.
away a total
that
of
is
10.
not
yeah.
real.
We're giving away
I
a
just
total.
went with it.
We're giving away a total of $10,000 to 500 people.
To 500 people get 10 grand. We're just like, yeah. Thanks, Cash App.
They're at Cash App headquarters going like, no.
Yeah, there is a code red happening at headquarters right now.
Cash App
all
stocks
right.
in the toilet.
Question number 8. Question number 8. We are halfway through. If you tip 20% on a $75 restaurant bill, how much would the tip be? How much would the tip be? Can you calculate this in your head, Austin?
20%?
Oh yeah. Do you?
Yeah, so always tip 20%. In fact,
That was quite the pause.
I would say, no. I always tip 20%. If the service is really egregiously poor, I'll tip 10%, which is so silly.
Austin Show.
Yes.
Listen, I worked in restaurants for a long time though, so
I did too.
I have at Applebee's or something?
No, I was a waiter in an old folks home.
What?
You didn't know this
Is
about
this?
me?
No.
Yeah, it was my first job.
You were a waiter in an old folks home?
That's right.
I didn't even know that that was the thing. That was
That
like
they ate? Are you kidding me, Caroline? What are you
Not that
talking
they
about?
ate. I thought it was like, I didn't know they'd have a restaurant where you need waiters.
Yes, of course you do. Of course
Well.
you do.
What's going on there?
They're wealthy. They need to eat.
Well,
The cor-
they need to eat. So the answer to this is $15. And do you know the way that you calculate this in your head?
Yes, you take 75, 10% of 75, you move the decimal point, 7.5, double it, 15. Easy.
Double it. That's right.
Give me another one, I'll
15.
give you 15%, 20% of it. Give me a random number, Caroline.
Okay. 128.
128. All right, question number 9. What is the
All right. What is the correct
128
answer?
128 would be $24 and some
Yes,
change.
correct.
That's right.
You graduate. You pass.
28 times 2, $28 and some change. All right. Question number 9. What's the human body's largest organ? Is it the large intestine, the skin, the brain, or the lungs?
Well, Austin, based on how you answered that last question, for you, it's definitely the brain.
Wait.
Your largest organ is your brain, for sure. I saw that mental math.
Yes, somebody. Yes, it is not my largest organ, actually. I didn't know that this was even considered an organ.
Really? I thought this was kind of one of those, like, even if you don't know anything about the human body, if you don't know anything about biology, I feel as if this trivia question is oft repeated. So the answer is skin.
Yes.
Your skin is the largest organ in your body. The average adult carries around 8 pounds and 22 square feet of skin on their body.
Wow.
Really gross when you see it like that, when you hear it like that. The liver comes in second place as the largest internal organ and weighs 3 pounds.
Our skin only weighs 8 pounds?
That seems like a lot.
Not really.
I don't really like visualizing my skin on a scale.
Neither do I, but I feel like it would weigh more. Anyways, question number 10.
But that's why it's so important to use that SPF.
That's right.
why.
What company's logo is this? Is it the Firewall, McAfee, Mozilla Firefox, or Google Chrome?
I feel like people under a certain age might not recognize this one.
Well, anybody who's my age, which is about 21,
Yeah.
should definitely know what this is.
God, you're getting up there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Had my first drink this morning.
Oh, this morning.
Yes.
Perfect time to have one. So this is a fox that is overlooking the earth. And it's the Mozilla? Tomato. Firefox logo.
That's it. That's correct. Mozilla Firefox, as Caroline says, depicts an orange fox overlooking the earth.
It was initially depicting a phoenix, but was changed to a fox after the name of the web browser was changed from Phoenix to Firefox. A little info for you all, chat.
Question number 11. Who's the main playable character in The Legend of Zelda video games? Is it Link, Zelda, Impa, or Ganon?
I feel like this is a little bit of a trickster.
My dumbass would have said Zelda.
Hey, your brain is your largest organ, remember?
Yeah, clearly it could be a little larger.
I have to be honest. When I was a child, I had a crush on this character. I had a lot of crushes on inanimate figures.
My first girl crush was Cortana.
Cortana?
Yes, Cortana was a fox.
From...
Halo.
Wait. Oh, I've never played Halo. I'm looking her up right now.
Come on, everybody knows Cortana.
Cortana on
my first
Halo.
girl crush.
Oh, she's got quite the.
And people are very
bob.
confused by that, and it very much explains why I moved quickly on from Cortana to Agent Cody Banks.
Hey, you and I have that both in common, okay? Agent Cody Banks, are you kidding me?
Right.
So the answer to question 11 is Link, who I had a big crush on.
Okay.
Link is often given the task of rescuing Princess Zelda and the kingdom of Hyrule from Ganon, who's the series' principal antagonist. Does anyone know the name of Link's horse? You don't get extra points, but if you feel like answering, the name of Link's horse. Just for funsies. Yes, everybody knows it.
That's right.
Everybody in chat's got that.
Everybody knows it's Epona.
It's, yes.
Question 12. Which cartoon character is this?
This show premiered on Cartoon Network in 2010 and ran for 8 years until September 2018.
Do you ever go back and watch old commercials?
Sometimes, because I think they're usually pretty hilarious. Have you ever
Also-
watched old Dare commercials? Like Don't Do
I mean,
Things
I remember I
commercials?
had a Dare officer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got
I think
busted
we all
for doing
did.
drugs.
Oh, you know what? I think that was pretty par for the course.
That's true.
All right, the answer to question 12 or 13, whatever we're on, is Finn from Adventure Time.
That's correct. Finn from Adventure Time. 82% of you guys got that correct. All right. Now, this is question 13. We've got 15 total questions. If you have not gotten anything correct, you still have a chance. The more points you have, the higher chance you have to win. But that still means if you have any points on the board, you could still be one of the lucky 500 winners to walk away with a piece of $10,000
There
cash.
we go. Mhm.
All right.
Not $10,000 each.
No, not $10,000 each. We could not afford that.
And make sure you are answering in the extension, and if you are on mobile, that you are using the app.
Correct. Question 13. How many grandchildren does Kris Jenner have? Do they have 10, 9, 12, or 15?
A lot. My favorite saying about Kris Jenner is the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. That woman is running an empire. She's running multiple empires.
She really is. She really is.
I gotta say, they got some real cute grandchildren. There are some
look
cute
up-
kids in that family.
Say Kris Jenner's
The genes.
children. Let's take a look.
What would your guess have been?
They have some very beautiful grandchildren. My guess would have been probably 12, which is the correct answer.
Wow.
Convenient.
You are a Kardashian family expert.
That's right.
Kardashian Jenner.
Love the Kardashians. Always keeping up with them.
Always keeping up with them. Once upon a time, my family wanted to have our own show, Keeping Up with the Kwans.
That would be a great show.
And we were like, you know what? It's when I was living in Iowa at the time. We're like, we should have our own show here, Keeping Up with the Kwans.
Did that ever come to fruition?
We actually got approached about doing a TV show, and then I don't know what the hell happened with it. I think my mom finally said, actually, this is a terrible idea.
Somebody said Yam3 says worthless information to know. Well, you typing that didn't make you any less miserable, did it? You're
they feel
still
better now?
miserable. I wonder if
they
you feel
feel
any
better?
better about typing that.
Aww.
All right. Here we go.
2 questions left, everyone. 2
Question
questions.
14. Here we go. At what level do Generation 1 starter Oh my God, Caroline. At what level Okay, go ahead.
At what level do Generation 1 starter Pokemon, Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur, first evolve? Wow. That was tough.
14, 16, 18, or 20?
These are the questions do get increasingly harder. as we get to the end. So that's why this is a little trickier than the first ones. So,
Dude, you always... I'm just reading negative comments. You're right.
No,
you do say useless
Austin.
information.
Austin!
You're right. You feel better now? You feel better now that you told us we only talk about useless information?
I put the blinders on, baby. Blind to the haters. I don't read any of that stuff. Okay? Take it from me.
All right.
This is how you go through life. You don't get one guide. Or five guide.
All right. The correct answer is 16. 16 is the correct answer.
Austin's about to leave his bunker.
Yeah. I'm never leaving my bunker. All right.
All right, final question. Last question. Last chance, everybody. Last chance to win some points and get included in the possible winner pool today. So, question 15. What scale is used to rate the severity of a tornado? Putting your finger in the air. I've heard that works really well. The Richter scale, the enhanced Fujita scale, or the Saffir-Simpson wind scale. I think putting your finger in the air is sufficient enough. Just going off of vibes, going off of like weather vibes.
That's what they did.
If I were a weather person, that's how I would do my reports.
How did they predict weather back in the day?
It was probably happening to them, and then they were they were like, so here's what's going on.
They're like, I think a storm's coming.
They're like in the middle of it. Yeah. So the scale that's used to rate the severity of a tornado is the the enhanced Fujita scale. Shorthand is the EF scale, which became operational on February 1st, 2007. Rating is based on wind speeds and estimated damage. The highest rating, EF5, has wind gusts of over 200 miles per hour. Toto, we are not in Kansas anymore.
No, that is very, very true. We are not in Kansas anymore. Let me tell you, folks.
I'm not going to lie. Oh, I was just going to say, enhanced fajita scale, when I first saw that, I thought it said fajitas, like the food.
I actually thought that same thing, which sound delicious, by the way.
Well, you learn something new every day.
That's right. Folks, this has been another wonderful episode of Cash App Trivia. 500 of you are walking away winners. And even if you aren't one of the 500 winners, it doesn't matter, folks, because I've got great news for you. We're going to be back next week on Wednesday at the same time for more Cash App Trivia to give away more money. And also, we had a question. If you want to earn some Caroline and Austin points on Twitter, use hashtag Cash App Trivia, tag at Austin on Twitter, tag at Caroline Kwan. Tell us what your favorite song to do in karaoke is.
And remember, folks, that prizes will be sent in the next 24 hours, within 24 hours. So please do not start tweeting at us in the next 30 seconds. You will receive the money directly from Cash App. Cash App will never request money from you or ask for personal information in the DMs. Do not pay anyone who requests money for trivia.
Yes, look at all these great sports, congratulating one another.
Yeah, I love to. That's what we love to see. Okay?
Well played game of Cash App Trivia. Everybody's look at the great sportsmanship. That's right. And also, Caroline and I will never ask you for money. I will ask Caroline for some money after this show, but I will we would never ask you guys for money. So do never give in to those scams.
Yeah.
We would never ask you for any money whatsoever.
Thank you so much, everyone, for playing. Like Austin said, we will be back next week on Wednesday.
That's right.
Wait, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah, next week is the 30th. We will be here on Wednesday. So tune in again Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time for another chance to win. And you can still continue to answer the question for Austin and Caroline points.
That's right. Take care, everybody. And we'll see you for another episode of Cash App Trivia next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, everyone.